Characters Collide rules. Number 1. Outside help is not allowed unless it benefits both characters. Number 2. If there is multiple cannons of a character, we will choose the ones that will give the fairest matchup. Number 3. The field or animation does not depict how the fight would go, it is merely for entertainment. Number 4. Non-canon is not allowed for either characters, unless, however, we are using a specific non-canon form of a character. We hope you enjoy the episode.
I don't know about you guys, but I was always a man of the fine arts growing up.
That explains all the pages around my lair. And while most of art can be flat out beautiful, some are just scary.
Thankfully, all art I've seen manages to stay in the painting, as opposed to these two, who come to life to cause some havoc to the world.
Bendy, the dancing demon of the ink machine.
And Doodlebob, the drawn doppelganger to Spongebob.
I'm Demon.
And I'm Archer.
And it's our job to analyze these characters to their fullest, see what happens when these two fictional characters collide.
Back in the year 1929, there was an animation studio named Joey Drew Studios, where two men named Joey Drew and Henry Stein made lots of cartoons involving a few lovable characters. The star of these characters, though, well, of course, a lovable demon named Bendy.
Speaking for experience, I don't think lovable and demon should go in the same sentence.
Demon, you do realize the thing with your name and the...
Yeah. But that's besides the point. Getting back to these Bendy characters, they seem to be doing quite well and the two men seem to be living a good life.
But of course, this couldn't last as the studio was shut down due to legal issues and health or safety concerns, which means the old cartoons were abandoned.
However, 30 years after that happened, Joey wrote a letter to Henry for him to come back to the workshop where he would find out that Bendy and friends would come to life.
This is why you should never forget your stuff.
Yeah, good thing I remember every...
I can even let you finish that one with all the animations, thumbnails, and scripts you have waiting to be used.
Aw, come on, man. Don't make me bring out the torture machine with a mouth like that.
But I thought you wanted to never mind.
That's what I thought. Anyway, now that Bendy has come to life, he is out to seek revenge on Joey for leaving him in the past for so long. Leaving Joey to rummage through his old studio to find his murderous being. Why am I getting some fucking Oswald the Lucky Rabbit reminders?
Oswald the Lucky who?
You'll find out soon enough, buddy. Anyway, let's get to what everyone likes in versus shows, the weapons and abilities. Before we do that, let's just say we're adding the Bendy's Nightmare Run mobile game for him to get a couple more things to make this fight interesting. And well, without it, Bendy's arsenal wouldn't be that big. In it, he can throw bricks, axes, can throw fucking anvils over his head with ease. And the average anvil weighs around 75 to 500 pounds. So him fully tossing that thing over his head and throwing it behind him with enough force to damage his enemies is highly impressive.
I mean, that's a game where you fight a giant soup can, so it's not the stupidest thing we've seen. I mean, Bendy's world have seen some of the weirdest characters. Look, even Jacksepticeye is in it.
Yeah, wait, what? How did the Mr. Irish Green Man get in here?
Don't question. Remember, you yourself said it was weird.
Well, when you lived around me for enough time, Archer, you do start seeing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, don't remind me of last Thursday. Ugh. Anyway, in this game, Bendy also has a lot of abilities. Heal lets himself regen, Shield protects him from all upcoming damage, Daze knocks out the enemy into a deep sleep, and Bomb is able to damage all nearby enemies who are around the blast radius. You wouldn't suspect it from this little guy.
Let's not just stay on the small stuff for all long. We have to get to his true arsenal. Being a demonic being of ink, he has the power to manipulate all ink around him and even come into place in it for just being there. The more ink he has, the stronger the guy gets. He can even use ink to even transform his body into giant hands who can easily destroy a giant boat with ease, even use it to get right through walls.
Well, that is actually kind of freaky. So, wherever there's ink, he's in full control?
Duh! I mean, look at this monstrosity. In his brute form, he can fucking tank bullets from a Tommy gun. And we said tank them, folks. He never showed to actually dodge these bullets, sadly. but he has shown to outrun a speeding taxi car. But that's not all this little demon has. In his brutish form, he's able to go through walls, cover the place in ink, and was even able to decapitate the projectionist head off Mortal Kombat style as well, like a beast.
But that's nothing compared to his beast form. With this, he's bigger, stronger, fiercer, and way more ugly. But besides the last one, he's basically better in every which kind of way in his last form.
And that says volumes on the feats he accomplished.
Like, when he was able to destroy these giant pipes in his beast form. To compare him to the size of these pillars, he's shown mainly in his beast form he should be able to at least be building levels of force. Heck, he even scales to Tommy, who was able to punch a giant metal door open with ease as well.
He was fast enough to outrun a living taxi car at full speeds, which you didn't know the average car at the moment goes around 120 miles an hour, or the speed of sound. These are for cars nowadays, but this is basically giving Bendy the benefit of the doubt that he can outrun them.
And remember, the whole boat feat as well, which we already discussed, to be around small building levels of force. Man, this is one powerful ink being.
But this also leads to Bendy's downfall. He needs a lot of ink to do these more impressive feats, and also if you show the words "the end" in a great amount, they can also kill him. Also, if you get rid of that ink machine, he really wouldn't have a way to come back since that is what made him.
But at the end of the day, Bendy will be there ready to show the true meaning of regret and terror, while still keeping that goofy grin on his face.
Hey Archer.
Oh boy. Alright, what is it this time, Demon?
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the fuck?
When will you ever learn, Demon?
Anyway, SpongeBob, one of the most iconic cartoon characters of all time.
And a series that has been going on this long is bound to create many unique characters. But out of all of them, today's combatant might not be the first one you expect to be introduced to FCC.
Introducing Doodle Bob. Yeah, remember him, folks?
Doodle Bob. Sounds pretty self-explanatory. Can't imagine his backstory to be that detailed.
You're right, Archer. The origins of Doodle Bob is a bit of a simple one. One day, an artist was painting over the ocean for some fucking reason. Like, come on, it can't be that hard to get him set up inside your house.
At least it's not playing Fortnite in the middle of the ocean.
You gotta be shitting me.
Sadly, no. People will do anything reviews nowadays, apparently.
Well, this furthers my loss in humanity even further. Thanks, Internet! You're a reason why I live in hell. Anyway, it just happens that the pencil the artist dropped landed to our favorite sea sponge and starfish. Thanks, plot. You're always there to be drunk.
And apparently the pencil turns out to be magical for some reason.
Wait, what? How does that work? Is it because it's underwater? Is it because it comes from the human world? I don't get it.
Well, apparently, whatever people draw with it comes to life. And I thought I'd seen it all. But anyways, after messing around with it for a bit, they draw a version of Spongebob, aka Doodle Bob.
Why exactly? To be in more than one place at once? To fill in at the Krusty Krab?
Nope, just to mess around with Squidward.
Poor guy. He never gets a break from those two. Anyway, as it turns out, the drawing turned out evil. Because actually we never do get a reason. He's just evil because plot. Are you drunk again, plot?
Maybe SpongeBob was just trying to tell us the real world is evil? It was hiding from us all along.
Archer, have you been implying to film theory behind my back? Because that sounds like a primetime film theory episode.
We will never stop mentioning MatPat this season, will we?
Apparently not, but enough with the theory stuff.
Anyway, let's get to what Doodlebob has brought to his arsenal. Oh boy, folks, you thought Peacock's weapons were stupid? Just wait till you hear this. First, his most iconic weapon is the giant pencil.
Yeah, wait, what? A pencil? Really? How's that going to help him in battle?
Actually, Demon, this pencil is able to bring anything it draws to life. Doodlebob is actually an example of this. But besides that, he can draw big trap holes, make inanimate objects, other living beings, and even use it to grow his own size.
Oh, and don't forget, in Doodle Dimensions, he was able to make other drawn beings fight for him just by drawing angry eyebrows at them.
Man, I bet this guy would be excellent in art class. Sadly, it would probably be horrible debate class with his speech impediment.
What do you expect? It was drawn by SpongeBob, who isn't the brightest. Like, how the heck has he not gotten his boating license by now?
Let's not forget Doodle himself. he can grow to great size, split himself into multiple versions of himself, and he was even able to live on just by being a severed hand, and was even able to find SpongeBob's home and redraw himself and nearly kill SpongeBob.
Because in the end, there can be only one.
Demon, put down the axe. This isn't Lord of the Rings.
Aww. But this also leads to Doodlebob's feats. He was able to defeat and held down Patrick multiple times, and Patrick is shown to always be physically stronger than SpongeBob, who at one point survived this explosion that is easily visible outside of water that destroyed Bikini Bottom, which also makes SpongeBob easy to count the city level.
But, Demon, isn't Bikini Bottom, like, really small? Same with SpongeBob, Patrick, and Doodle.
Yeah, but to make this fight fair, we decided to make them human-sized like Bendy to make the fight more fair. So scale itself in the feet is still usable.
Okay then. Besides that, Doodle has also kept up with the Sponge, who has dodged and kept up with cars, dodged lightning, and even with Patrick, who ran to the sun and back. Dang, this is one tough drawing.
The art is only as good as the one who makes it, so I'm sure this guy has a lot of problems as well.
Who knows at this point. However, this leads perfectly to Doodlebob's weaknesses.
Ah yes, his weaknesses. Well, his main two are being erased and paper. But pretty obvious because, well, he's just a drawing after all. If you manage to erase him fully, he's gone. Or if you manage to trap him within a book or have some copy paper nearby, he's done.
But Doodlebob has shown multiple times that this drawing can't be erased, even with the strongest eraser. Wait, does that even make sense?
Don't question it! Alright, the combatants are set. It's time to settle this.
It's time for these two fictional characters to collide.
NANI?! Die!
Oh shit.
Three hours later.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And Bendy has been erased from history. Again. Does not feel bad for him.
Well, this battle was pretty clear-cut. Doodlebob had basically every major advantage on his side. For one, strength. Doodle Bob was able to hurt and subdue Patrick, who's shown constant times in both his episode showings, and even hurt him greatly. And Patrick is always shown to be highly superior to Spongebob. If you don't believe me, then some of the higher scaling Spongebob has. Then at least remember this, Spongebob was able to survive this giant explosion that destroyed the entire town of Bikini Bottom in his early seasons, and Doodle Bob could scale to this.
Yeah, scaling to someone who survived a town to sea level explosion is far better than destroying a simple boat or being stronger than someone who could break down a metal door.
The next is the versatility, where Doodle Bob kind of takes as well. Yes, Bendy has his few abilities and weapons, but Doodle Bob's creation with his pencil can highly beat anything Bendy makes. Heck, if Doodle Bob wanted, he could basically make so many tiny body doubles to fight alongside him, make multiple weapons, or even make Bendy fight for him just by drawing something on his face.
Then there is durability, and well, the pencil also bypasses that as well. The pencil has shown it can basically bypass almost any type of durability, and Bendy wouldn't be an exception as well. So if Doodle have to, he could just erase Bendy.
And he could also just destroy the ink machine too. You want to be technical, since he would soon find out why he keeps coming back and destroy it. Then let's go to Speedy Bendy, who is able to outrun this taxi, which we could say hit at least 120 miles an hour, but Doodle has shown he can keep up with SpongeBob, who has easily done the same thing himself, and even more. Same with Patrick, who kind of ran to the sun. Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Don't get us wrong, Bendy has a few small advantages, like his beast form to keep Doodle on his toes, his manipulation is dangerous, but it's basically nothing when your opponent has everything else against you.
So in the end, Doodle Bob basically had strength, speed, durability, and overall versatility, while Bendy kinda had everything that didn't matter.
In the end, Bendy's demise was just drawn near. Drawn near?
The winner is Doodle Bob.
Oh.
Yeah, hold it right there, Doodle. I brought you into this world, and now I'm gonna take you out. Any last words? I'm sorry, what was that?